Caitlin Clark, of course, and then Kelsey Mitchell, who currently leads this team. We are officially up and underway here in the Austin. Line drive to the cup for two.
Spacing is set those screens to free up the driving lanes.
Second chance opportunity here. Leah Boston, no.
Let him just sit outside and shoot.
Let it fly.
It's just against the strength of an Erie thing.
Boston trying to get the fever on the. Kiki much prefers playing with Aaliyah Boston. Great.
And how you're playing her in the paint.
Basketball. All knotted up at two. Onyen Wede.
So I think for this Washington team leading the league in points in the paint, playmakers in their bigs, it changes the dynamic of how spread
leads the league. They've got numbers. Caitlin
continues to go and finish.
Amore. See what they've got. Clark from deep.
Of course, she understands how to do that, but just keeping a defense on their toes.
In. One of the 8 rookies on this team. Oh!
Washington, you see this with a lot of their ability to rip and run no matter who it is.
13 fouls already for the Fever, 2 for the Mystics. Both free throw line back and forth. Get your stories ready, Sarah.
Yeah, we heard Sue talking about that in the pregame.
By Cunningham. Dantas keeps it in.
Her ability at the space can be important.
First time it's Alethea Flores. Just signed to a 10-5. We remain there. Erie event. You talk about this being a young team, but you see glimpses of chemistry.
They have, and I think it's a maturity of youth and players that. And Ashley, it's been just fun to experience what they make mistakes, youthful mistakes, mistakes of an experience. One thing that is a non-thing has been consistent.
Clark from deep. Clark takes it away. Foot race. She wins.
Here's Sydney Johnson talking about all the live ball turnovers have in hand.
Asking for the basketball. Spin cycle. That's nice. Looking for something good. Flores down to Austin, the connection.
Rotated and shifted the defense.
Oh, the steal by Boston.
Not only to embrace the contact, and that's the pick and roll play.
Onyen, the eyes, where will Caitlin to? That's blocked. Step back. Ball movement.
And you continue to see that, whether it's a room to operate.
That left. There's still, of course, enough money. Both these teams.
Thinking about foul situation.
A lot of the fourth quarter on Saturday against me. Tate offensively. Cunningham cradles it. Puts it up from deep. To Billings, holds the follow through. How will the Fever try to take a chance opportunity for Boston? She was
of this group, she is.
Keep an eye on that.
To a zone look, shifting and
getting when they get into the lane. Citron taken right away, gets it back. And the kick out's a hole.
The complexion of how this team
Prosper plays out of it.
Down that's big, it's helped them to the lead. But
Dame started a few games at the town hall, hasn't missed a shot in a few games. To go left, it works out. Got it off again. Oh, the step back. Keeps it, tees it up.
We look like the best team in the league sometimes. Want to be very good. How they're playing connected in this end is playing fast. She had a slower start to the season.
We talk about her experience at UCLA. Halfway mark tack. Score remains the same. Goes back to the Big Ten day.
She's got a clear lane.
Oh, the dime. Kick out. Will Cunningham get going and does. Has been able to get downhill. This time taking
the 15-point lead if you're second
quarter, and that's fueled. Dugalich gets it. Meantime, back in the dish, trying to steer the ship, taken right away by
for the foul off that possession. Once what they have done defensively.
Hines Allen. Momentum. Do you want to try to get going into
ways they can play better?
Oh, big body move.
Everything is not going to be perfect, but
one-on-one.
Here's though.
Mystics will take their time to
lines, especially a look.
Oh, the outside. Johnson talked about the controllables. Yes, full effort on the defensive end, trying to take care of it. Dugalich gets the start in block, winding down Onyen Wede.
Got put possession.
Some space and the bump right to the deck with purpose.
How much she loves the game and wants to be out there. And
Like that a time or two. Back in college.
Zora, you know it better than anyone. You're a three-point.
Just too open.
Explain the contact foul.
Trapped there, close to the hauled down by Prosper.
Whether it's the top of the key or the side possessions when you force a miss. Why both of these coaches and talking with us, we start to clean these areas up. Or
Is it that you're in? Amore, she's got
from a knee injury. Boy, it's an opportunity for Indiana to stretch this.
Ormacha. Coffee, pitch pass up ahead. Mitchell all the way up against Cunningham. Save!
Faster. I think in many cases it also.
They like these possessions. Gal, Cunningham, yes.
Ain't wrong the double team. Beaver cut so
Run, right? Because they feel like they get you in a single digits. Fever on the backside. Here she comes. More. Hand down and smaller. As the Mystics were closing the fourth quarter, if they so choose. Flies. Clark on the inbound, right to Boston.
hard into her that you're picking up a
pass to McMahon. Feels like no one stopped her. Need to extend the lead before the fourth quarter. Out with an ankle sprain. The basket, Austin.
Their strengths we see. Get into the free throw line. There's all of those things, but Ashley
friends still here. And her actual first, most guys knew that her end goal was the W.
Fredericksburg, meantime.
She's only in her 5th year, but she
Mystics keep chugging along games. They go back to Auburn.
Are they particularly efficient?
Right now, GC shooting better. Harris. The corner. Home run.
Those screens, but as the craftiness
Met puts it up. And that last foul was on Dante. Dugalich gets
connected. We have already talked about
that elbow action. This time,
to take away that right.
Full slate. Clark looked at it. Oh, the shooter takes it to the deck. Amore. Around the team today, and I was asking about it. It's contained.
She has been critical here tonight.
Themselves only down by 2. Mitchell. Bump.
Player though like Aaliyah Boston, just play defining ways
to Boston. Puts up 2 deep in for more. Been hot up against Boston. Play left. Wanted it. Got it.
Either a bucket or more often than not,
Austin the kick out. Running the floor. E2 and the fam, one of our great directors. Blocked by Boston.
Executed sideline out of bounds play.
She didn't realize Boston was there. Clark. Overthrew the pen.
Boston was rolling too.
Remember, she's got 4. Onion Wede, they need under 2.
You can't give her space from 3 especially.
That last call. It's a salsa. The dive.
Reviewing to see
Been void because it would have been a shot clock by 3-point game.
Cuts help by Onion Wede and staying.
Othered by Mitchell. Amix had time to draw something up. Back to Austin.
Out of that timeout.
Run lives for these moments. Kelsey Mitchell lead. Citron off the curl. Free throws this evening. Up and in.
Clutch.
Still one side. Put it up. Get their revenge.
Hits the
7% from long.
From Jenna Renault and Marcy Williams are officials here.
Zone as of late, but we'll see if they do that in this game against the point. Opportunities for Indiana. They got to take that away. Here's Boston. See the trade with Brittany Sykes and Alicia Clark, and State Seed the point of emphasis there.
Mitchell in transition lays that.
Mitchell is in the quarter court, but she is so fierce in the open floor. Kelsey Mitchell
to the corner. Clark. She knocks
in and striking from range, cracking the code offensively. Alicia Clark in her 13th season are on the way up. But everyone thinks the infraction occurred on the floor for the Fever.
She's been, and how selfless they have been. And her staff, she said, we've been
She's so tough. And I've known her over the years, but this is to stick with your culture and your basics and fundamentals mentally.
for Washington. Attacking Boston, goes off 1 foot.
Can't give her that contact that she so craves in there. Get off and get loose.
Here's Sims, nice pocket pass. Boston foul line jumper.
Games that she played, that short roll action is what Indiana loves to run there in the mid-range.
Citron hits the
Three. She is just lights out there, 5th in the WNBA for 22.
attacking area fence.
Great sportsmanship between the two former teammates.
Inside Clark, and Hall is going to...
This is Steph White's team. It's her home state, played for Purdue in a game. So she understands the energy of lead her injured team by example.
Sims gets right to the hoop, lays
Wiped at it.
Sims pull-up jumper, left
In to the starting lineup there, and she's going to spark off the bench.
over to area fence. Jumper, rattles it
So
home.
crafty with her shot decisions.
Howard right to the hoop.
Difference in the finish of the game.
After it ends up with aerial powers inside. Howard off the window.
Hoop.
Howard.
Really good hustle right there. Citron keeping that play active, and Howard to contend with. Oh
Two
boy.
on the shot clock. Olsen.
And maximize your possessions.
Citron midi.
Indiana for sure in that area of the court.
Powers, runner. That doesn't go. And
44%.
now, excuse me.
It's the law firm right there, Olsen and Dolson. Pretty much three-quarter court.
Boston baseline jump. Olsen, nice pass to Engsler, who got behind the
4 points just a couple of moments ago, but now they're doing a much
by Citron. Hanging, fading, kiss off for the Fever. Stops on a dime, pull up Jay, gets the bounce.
She's not in the league to start the season, but this is her set. Grateful to be competing. We had a chance to speak with her prior to the game. And
Scoring list. Sonia Citron in a season is on the...
you're looking at Sonia Citron. Everyone was saying, how was this kid? I mean, she was a baby, but she was just different. I mean, she is composed. She understands that she's put the work in, and she's been
able to kind of appreciate what she's accomplished this year. And her answer was stop. It's all about the team game and making sure that the team gets better, even
when the season is completed. But dissects it.
Powers attacking, blocked by Austin, lost, and it goes the other way. I believe they called it on Powers after Austin.
Now that's 9 consecutive games for Shakira Austin to have a block.
Coming off her 4th double-double against back, though. Too strong on the layup. Loose ball. Turner throws it up here in the quarter, up the floor. Sutton to Citron, yes!
And get that to bounce so softly off the back of the rim and in. Wow. In terms of her comfortability.
Austin jumper, 10 on the clock. Melvin from half.
Exactly right.
Here's Austin. Austin going at Dantas. Steps through the contact.